Welcome everyone to Inside the Nest's first episode of the fall seasons. I'm glad to be your host, Vincent Picone. There's so much to talk about in so little time. So far this year, we've seen some amazing performances here at Montclair. Let's jump right in and look how each team has been so far. All Red Hawk sports are about to start NJAC play, or already have. As the season continues, let's take a look at what has happened so far in each sport. Women's soccer has been lights out with a record of 6-1. They are currently riding a 5-game winning streak. Last year's NJAC Rookie of the Year, Carlie has been on fire as she has racked up 4 assists and a team-leading 5 goals, one of which came in their first NJAC matchup and win against NJCU. Along with Prendergast, Megan O'Callahan is tied for the NJAC lead with 5 assists. Their next matchup is against NJAC opponent Stockton University on Wednesday, September 27th. Volleyball has had to rebound from some significant losses to their roster this year. Carlie Waterman, Delaney St. Pierre, and the program kills leader, Leah Higgins. However, so far, they have not let that define them. To combat it, the Red Hawks brought in Rachel Curran from Eastern University, who played in the NCAA tournament last year. She currently leads the team in kills with 168. The team has unfortunately dropped their last 3 matchups, including their first NJAC game against Kane, where they got swept in 3 sets. Though, they have a chance to rebound as 3 of the next 4 matchups are NJAC play. Currently, the Red Hawks are 8-7, and their next matchup is at home versus Ramapo on Tuesday, September 26th. Field hockey has had its ups and downs, but they find themselves just 1 game under 500 after a loss to Lebanon Valley College. Gab Maisto and Carlie Van Tassel are tied for the team lead in goals. The sophomore goalie, McKenna Leman, has held down the fort. She has 31 saves and a 62 save percentage, including a shutout performance against Gwynedd Mercy. Their next matchup is against Stevens on Wednesday. Their first NJAC matchup is on October 3rd against Kane. Football finds themselves in a tough spot as they are 1-2 after opening up the season with a 32-21 win against Gettysburg. They dropped the next 2, although now they have a chance to erase all of that, as their next 6 matchups are all NJAC opponents. The sophomore Andrew Sanborn is the newest QB for Montclair, and so far this season he has thrown 3 touchdowns and rushed 4 in himself. The team looks to get their first W at home on homecoming against TCNJ. Men's soccer has had an electric start to their season. After traveling to Germany during the preseason, the team has looked like they are in mid-season form. They are currently 6-0-1. Their offensive production is primarily due to the nation's leading goal scorer with 13, Amir Lukovic. I want to welcome my fellow broadcast intern and analyst, Luke Sirianni. Luke, how's the fall been going so far?
The fall's been going great, Vincent, and I've had a great time with Red Hawk Sports Network so far, broadcasting the fall games, and not only that, I'm really excited for the winter and spring sports to come along, but very successful fall for the fall athletics.
Now, have you had a favorite moment broadcasting so far?
Yeah, I've really enjoyed my time with men's soccer. They've been awesome this year.
Can you tell us a little bit more about that season?
Yeah, sure. They're off to a very hot start with a record of 7-0-1. Leader of the team, Amir Lukovic, of course, 13 goals in just 8 matches, which is an amazing milestone for D3 sports, and he's been a real problem for opposing defenses. They haven't been able to stop him. I've been lucky enough to broadcast a 2-0 win against NYU and the 8-0 win against Hunter College, and both games Amir was all over the field, and the defenses, no matter what they did, they really couldn't stop them. But also want to give credit to Coach Todd Tumulty. Had a big milestone of 200 career wins recently, and I think they have many more wins to come, but great milestone for him. They're also 5th ranked in the country in Division III athletics, so really strong squad, and credit again to Todd Tumulty for building a very strong squad from top to bottom. And they have very big games coming up. They have a couple NJAC games. They have Ramapo College and Stockton University coming up, so all focus goes to those. But the following week, they also have another NJAC game against Rowan, so a lot of play ahead, but the men's team looks really good so far.
Luke, thank you so much for coming on the set.
Thank you so much, Vincent. I've had a great time.
It always means so much. Now, Montclair has had 4 NJAC Players of the Week so far this season. Nicholas Burgess and Keyshawn Dixon both took home honors in Week 2. Dixon had a crucial blocked punt against Gettysburg. Burgess recorded a team-high 12 tackles, including 2 sacks in the same game. Carlie Van Tassel won in Week 1 after a game-winning goal in OT against Gwinnett University. Last but not least, Amir Lukovic also won in Week 1. He would win after scoring both goals in the 2-0 win against NYU and scoring the fastest hat trick for the Redhawks since Lucas Terrace back in 2016. It only took him under 10 minutes. So many great Montclair State players. Now, let's send it over to Connor Cupin with more awards.
At the start of each fall season, Montclair State announces their annual Athletes of the Year awards. This year, 10 athletes have been recognized, so let's jump right into it. We start things with Aileen Cahill, winning the Female Athlete of the Year. Cahill dropped 16 goals and 9 assists en route to a Co-Midfielder of the Year award for the NJAC and continues to be one of the school's best. Now a name we all know well, Steve Bremen, taking home the Male Athlete of the Year. All-American, Co-NJAC Player of the Year, Bremen did it all, leading the Redhawks with 17.3 points and 6.8 rebounds per game in his final season with 1,000 points to his name. Now we move on to the class awards, 2 from each. Baseball Sam Angelo took home the Senior Male Athlete of the Year award. Angelo had a phenomenal season, taking home NJAC Player of the Year behind a batting average of .457 to go along with 13 home runs and 54 RBIs to lead all Redhawks. Leah Higgins, another name always in the conversation for awards, took home the Senior Female Athlete of the Year. Higgins was NJAC First Team All-Conference last season, leading the Redhawks to the NJAC tournament, and setting the school record for kills with 1,156. Moving over to the track and field side of things, we have John Griffith, winning the Junior Male Athlete of the Year award. Griffith went to the NCAA Championship for shot put and is a back-to-back winner of this award after taking home Sophomore of the Year honors the previous season. Now a name you've heard a ton this semester, Carlie Van Tassel, taking home the Junior Female Athlete of the Year. Van Tassel also took home First Team All-Conference for the 3rd time last year and is continuing her success with 9 goals and 19 assists so far. Now on to sophomores, football's Nicholas Burgess, who's already won NJAC Player of the Week this year. Burgess took home NJAC First Team All-Conference honors last season, leading the team with 94 tackles and 2 fumble recoveries, and continues to rise among the defense's best. Swimming over to the Sophomore Female Athlete of the Year, we have none other than Julie Tiedemann. Tiedemann had a phenomenal sophomore campaign, taking home First Team All-Conference honors in both the 500 freestyle and the 1650 freestyle, while also taking home Second Team All-Conference honors in the 200 freestyle and an honorable mention in the 400 free relay. The Freshman Female Athlete of the Year is none other than Kylie Prendergast. Not only was Prendergast First Team All-Conference, but she also won NJAC Rookie of the Year, totaling 13 goals, 6 assists, en route to 32 total points, which is second on the team in every category. Last but not least on the Red Hawk Awards, we have Ryan Verbuchen from men's lacrosse, winning the Freshman Male Athlete of the Year award. Verbuchen won CLC Offensive Player of the Week once last season and finished 3rd on the team in total goal contributions. And there you have it, the Montclair State 2022-2023 Athletes of the Year.
I'm now joined with one of field hockey's best and the winner of the Junior Female Athlete of the Year, Carlie Van Tassel. Carlie, it's so great to have you on studio. So Carlie, how has your senior season been so far?
I'd say my senior season has been very interesting so far. Definitely different than I anticipated. We started with a few seniors going into my freshman year, and now it's just me and Carlie Ammerman, and just very different than expected. And we've played some really competitive games, and we're looking forward to seeing how the rest of the season goes. Looking forward to some more tough competition, and yeah.
Now, you just got awarded Junior Athlete of the Year. How does that feel?
That feels, I was just like, one word to describe it is just so excited. Like when they called my name, I was like, I couldn't believe it. I wanted to thank my team, like as soon as they were calling us up there, and my team's a big reason why, like we all support each other, and you know, any accolades that any of us get, it's like, it's a team celebration because like we put each other there, we put each other in that place to succeed.
Now you guys start NJAC play against Kane University on October 3rd. How do you feel about starting NJAC play?
So excited. Kane is one of our biggest competitors, so that's going to be a very gritty game. We're going to have to work super, super hard like every other game, and every NJAC team that we play is just going to be a really tough game, but we're prepared for it. We've worked our butts off during preseason, during the season. We do lifts and we do mental toughness. We do all of these things to put ourselves in a really good position.
Well, thank you so much, Carlie, for joining us, and we cannot wait to see the rest of your season.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Men's soccer has looked unstoppable all year. They are ranked 5th around the nation and have the leading goal scorer in the nation too. Prior to this season, they traveled to Germany. Let's take a look.
It's the start of another Montclair State semester, and the men's soccer team has been putting in the work for another successful season. But before that season started, the team did something extra special. The Red Hawks traveled to Munich, Germany, where they had a chance to test and showcase their skills against German teams.
I didn't know a lot about the German leagues and all the different levels that they have out there and how professionally they treat them. Played a 5th division team, and we also played a 6th division team. So, you know, I talked to a couple coaches at the Division I level who kind of were recruiting out there and knew what level to look after and what type of teams we wanted to play.
The Red Hawks were in Munich for 6 days, playing only 2 games against 5th division team SG Sonnenhof Grossaspach and 6th division team TSV Empfing. MSU won both of their games, but not without some physical competition.
The teams over there were very big, very physical, huge guys and stuff, so it was very challenging. But at the end of the day, you know, we're Montclair State, so we also have a good group of guys here, so it was very nice, you know, to go and challenge that team. We came out with 2 wins, so that was very good, and we build up from there.
Owen Murphy was able to put himself on the score sheet as he put up the first goal for the Red Hawks against SG Sonnenhof Grossaspach.
It was awesome. It was the first goal for us, so you know, we broke the deadlock in that game, so I was really excited to score for the team, and just scoring in another country, I don't know, something about it kind of just made it a little cooler, made it a little better, saying I scored in Germany. So everything about it was awesome, just scoring for the team and contributing in that way.
But this trip wasn't just about the preseason training. In fact, they had a chance to experience Germany's culture and local sport. However, the big event was at Allianz Arena with the iconic Bayern Munich football club.
The Allianz Arena, Bayern Stadium, is very, very nice. It was super cool. Too bad the game we went to, Bayern lost 3-0. So that was definitely a little tough. They couldn't even score a goal, so we didn't get to experience the crowd that way. But still, very, very great experience. Got to see Harry Kane's debut too, which was super cool. So my favorite moment was when we went to Marienplatz, which is like a square over there, and I actually went for a walk around by myself a little bit, just kind of explored. And no, it was really cool. I just liked the architecture. Very beautiful city.
After 6 days, 2 wins, and lots of new experiences, this trip was definitely something that brought the Red Hawk team closer together. And it's that chemistry that's helped them pick up where they left off last season. As of right now, the team is still dominating the field, boasting a record of 7-0-1 so far.
Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Inside the Nest. If you like this show, you'll love the production RHSN will be having at homecoming. Not only will you see me and Luke, but you'll see the entire RHSN crew. We'll be on zip lines, at tailgates, and most especially covering your Montclair State Red Hawks football game against TCNJ. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and TikTok at RedHawksSN. For our entire crew, I'm Vincent Pacone, and we'll see you next time.